Like the many legions who have proudly worn the blue and white to fight the good fight and conquer adversity, paving the way for future generations. This 2006 Villanova football team would leave its own indelible mark on a football tradition that just wins. "31-letter winners return from the 2005 team. The defense took the biggest hit to graduation, having lost two three-time All-Atlantic 10 Conference first-teamers. To fill the void, head coach Andy Talley would rely on a handful of seniors to lead a larger group of underclassmen. And when this group came together, they brought it hot.
He makes the catch and then gets hammered on the play.
That's a big-time hit.
And heavy. The Wildcats in 2006 were among the A-10's best against the run, and in the top three defending the red zone. Behind senior safety Alan Backus's team leading 103 tackles, the defense dug in and held their ground. On offense, the Wildcats figured to be hitting stride from the outset. Senior quarterback Marvin Burrow's recovery from a broken arm in the first game of 2005 was complete. The line was anchored by a trio of seniors and battle-tested tough. There were gaps to be filled in the backfield. Where Mo Gibson used to run, Coach Talley would utilize the versatility of a quartet of running backs. And where All-Atlantic 10 first-team wideout J.J. Outlaw used to roam, a wide-open field was there for the taking. The Cats finished off drives in the end zone an impressive 33 times and averaged over 335 yards of offense per game. Junior Matt Dickin was among the league leaders in touchdowns with 11. Senior DeKeys May finished with the fourth best average in A-10 all-purpose yards. and Marvin Burrows was fourth among quarterbacks in total offense. They were among the many cats to strike.
First down. Here comes a reverse. Left to right. It's Atkinson looking to throw the football. He guns it to the right side. Open, making the catch down to the 23-yard line. And Burrows caught it. Aaron Jones. Jones to the right side. Breaks the tackle. Tries to get to the outside. Oh, he's got Burrows in front of him. Spins back to the middle. Right up the middle. He goes. Breaks the tackle to the 15 to the 10 to the 5. And he dives into the end zone for another bullet of a touchdown. What a run by Aaron Jones.
Burrow strips, he's going to run it on his own. He got it down. He has done it a number of times this year.
On his play. It's a quick slant up the middle for Atkinson. He catches the first down, breaks a tackle, spins away from the 5, and races into the end zone. Drew Atkinson from 28 yards away.
Right. It off to May. May inside the 5. May touchdown. DeKeith May, a tremendous effort.
Snap underneath handoff. May lights it up the middle to the 10 to the 5. Into the end zone. DeKeith May. We're tied at 20. To his right, and he's going to throw the home run deep down the field for Chris Polite. He's out there, the 5. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's Villanova football, baby.
Zach, good job. Okay, Sean Morrissey, good job.
And into the program came the fresh-faced, into whose hands the tradition is passed. In 2006, more than 24 freshmen and sophomores saw playing time for the Wildcats. When the injuries began to mount, the coaches tested the depth chart, and in doing so, found some players ready for prime time.
Attempt right down the middle. It's on the way. There's certainly plenty of distance, and the kick is good. 25-yard line. The speed merchant, Damian Kelly. Off the signals, gives it to Josh Ball, headed the line of scrimmage, thrown to the ground by Phil Matus, the freshman. No gain on the play.
Come on, wrap up. Hey, take play. Let's go, James. Here we go, James. Here we go.
Consistency on the sidelines is another hallmark of Villanova football. Andy Talley has been the head coach for 22 years and is the winningest coach in school history. He entered this season as the 8th winningest coach among active coaches in 1AA football and 16th nationally in winning percentage. The Wildcats' 4-game winning streak to close out the 2006 season made it 16 seasons out of 22 under Talley, where Villanova finished with a winning record and another top 30 national ranking. He is assisted by a handful of long-time position coaches. For a 20th season, Mark Ferranti handled the offensive line, which has traditionally been one of the best in the Atlantic 10. 8 years ago, he assumed the role of assistant head coach. In his career, Ferranti has coached 9 first-team all-conference players, including senior Christian Gaddis, the Wildcats starting center the past 3 years, and a pro prospect. Offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach Sam Venuto has spent the last 12 years on the Villanova staff. As offensive coordinator, the Wildcats averaged 30.5 points per game in his first 7 years. Under his tutelage, senior quarterback Marvin Burrows threw on average for 200 yards per game and was ranked 4th among all A-10 quarterbacks in total offense. For 6 years, Mark Reardon has had his hands on the defense, primarily as defensive backs coach, and the past 2 as defensive coordinator. On the ground, the Villanova defense allowed a miserly 2.8 yards per carry over their season-ending 4-game winning streak and placed 4 defenders in the top 50 in tackles in the league. Apollo Wright returned for a 6th season as running backs coach and special teams coordinator. The Wildcat backfield turned out a respectable 4.1 yards per carry average, with May, Dickin, and Jones scoring 22 Nova TDs. Rounding out the coaching staff, Brian Flynn returned for his 2nd season, guiding the wide receivers. Billy Crocker moved from cornerbacks coach a year ago to apply his stamp on the Wildcats' youthful defensive line. Newcomer Chris Mosley came to the main line to work with the cornerbacks. Clint Wiley returned from a 1-year hiatus to accept the responsibility as linebackers coach. The defensive assistant and strength and conditioning coach is Justice Gaelic. Andrew Berggren helped coach the offensive line. For the graduating class of 2006, 4 years on the main line has been about more than their winning record. They move on, knowing that they were part of a tradition, rich with values and an ethic that will impact future success. Some will return as 5th-year seniors to extend their football resumes. But a select few were singled out for their accomplishments on and off the field. Before the season began, junior tight end Matt Sherry and senior safety Alan Backus were named to the preseason All-Atlantic 10 Conference first team by a vote of league head coaches. Sherry played all 11 games this season with 19 catches for 249 yards and a touchdown. For Alan Backus, it was only the beginning. He started every game for the Wildcats over his career, a streak of 44 consecutive starts, and was among the team leader in tackles each of his 4 seasons. In 2006, he led the team with 103. He followed up his preseason distinction with postseason all-conference first-team honors as well. Backus has also been named to the ESPN The Magazine Academic Team for District 2 and is on the national ballot for Academic All-American consideration. 3 other Wildcats etched their names on the All-Conference team. Joining Backus on the first team is senior offensive lineman Christian Gaddis. The Wildcat center started every game for the 3rd straight season and helped Villanova average 337 yards of total offense per game. Along with Backus and Marvin Burrows, Gaddis served as tri-captain for this year's squad. Senior running back DeKeys May earned second-team All-Conference honors. May was the team's leading rusher and receiver for the season, compiling over 1,100 all-purpose yards and 9 touchdowns. Statistically, he finished among the top 5 backs in A-10 play. And senior offensive lineman Michael Costanzo was named to the All-Conference third team, a first-time honor for the 6'4", 300-pound guard from Pittsburgh. He was a 3-year starter on the offensive line. In an 11-game schedule, every game is extremely important, and each takes on its own personality. The win against the University of Pennsylvania is for local bragging rights. And the emotions will spill over further when the Wildcats and Temple begin a series of head-to-head matchups in 2009 at Lincoln Financial Field. Victories against conference rivals like the dominating performance against the 15th-ranked Richmond Spiders or the tremendous come-from-behind win over unbeaten JMU before a packed Villanova Stadium. These conquests are building blocks. But nothing shakes the foundation more than the one game that traditionally closes out every Villanova football season. And a rivalry that dates back a quarter of a century. The Villanova-Delaware game. Now that's Villanova football.
The ball leaps. He is close. He's in. Touchdown, Villanova. Takes a snap, hands off, May, touchdown! Villanova, touchdown to Keith May. Convergence and busting it outside is Dickens, and he's down to the 30-yard line. May, inside the 5, May! Touchdown! DeKeys May, a tremendous effort. Handoff, Dickens trying to skip his way along, and he is in for a touchdown. Good snap, ball down, kick is blocked! It is blocked! Tommy can't get to it, and the Wildcats have it! Derek Durkin ended up picking it up.
Great job. That's a hell of a gift, fellas. Welcome back.
Hey, great job, everyone, man. Way to never give up. Game on 3. 1, 2, 3.
A dramatic comeback